Now this is the part where I hope it focuses. I'm literally doing this on my own, so I can't even see myself, so very frustrating. But hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to do this video today. I asked for it on my Instagram and I was like, not really sure what people are gonna think, and bloody hell, you guys wanted this video. It's something that I thought to myself, like, as the title says, I'm single. I've now been single officially for probably about a year, and at first, like, everyone is a bit like, oh, this is kind of crap, and now I literally love it, to the point where I actually say to my friends that the thought of being in a relationship right now, and this is not hate on anyone else in a relationship, because I've been there, like, I love being in love. I'm such a lover, and when I'm in a relationship I give 1,000,000%. But the thought of a relationship right now kind of makes me feel sick, just because I'm loving my independence so much, and the thought of anybody coming along and kind of ruining that, even if I'm in love with them, sure, but like the thought of just letting somebody into my bubble right now and them destroying this thing that I've got on working on myself, loving myself, I don't know, it kind of worries me. Moving on from that, I asked you guys to ask me some questions and you gave me loads. I think I should probably brief you my love life and just quickly update you and let you know. That sounds like I've got an update now, but no, life in general. So I've had three official serious relationships, I would say. The first was when I was 15 and I was with him for a year. Everyone in my area knows about him. He was a bad boy. I don't even want to say bad boy because I think that gives him some kind of, I think he'll love that, but he was disgusting and I wasn't treated very well by him in terms of cheating, but hoo-ha. My second relationship, I was with him for a year. He was my first love, and despite conflict or what anyone else wants to say, he will always have a bit of my heart because I will always remember him being, you know, my first love and all the rest of it. But we couldn't be together for just like our own personal reasons. Third, I broke up with him a year ago. We were on and off for 2 years. Thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with him. Was prepared to, you know, give my absolute all to this guy. It was his first serious relationship, but he broke my heart, and he wasn't, I don't know, like he had a great work ethic and all the rest of it, but I just don't think he was ready for a relationship. And rather than letting me know, you know, I'm a Scorpio, as you can see, or you probably can't see, I'm a Scorpio and I'm strong in my actions. If you've got me like 100,000,000%. So kind of expect the same back, but yeah, he ended it over text. So that's just a kind of like an update, so you guys know that I haven't had it easy. All my relationships have been kind of hard at times, like pretty fucking hard at times, and my last one was a distance one as well. So I think I've done the cheating, I've done a bit of everything, I've nibbled in a few baskets, so experienced what it's like to love someone. So I'm loving my life. I'm in love with 2 people, and I'm not in a rush to fall in love again. How do you stay so happy? Social media is going to show you a side of me that is modified, and it's going to show you my happy side. Saying that, I do like to think that I share parts of me that are more vulnerable, but sure, I understand how people are going to assume I'm so happy. Staying on the relationship thing, yeah, like I actually am quite happy, and that's why I'm going to do this this Q&A, and try and help you guys out a bit. You miss the emotional side or the physical side of a relationship more? I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know, I think that is quite an intense question. There is something so special about having an emotional connection with somebody. That I miss, yeah, sure. Having somebody that gets you, but I guess because I have been heartbroken, really bad, but I think the only thing that got me over him was understanding that the emotional connection wasn't what I thought it was. So sure, I miss it, but not, I think that's the key, like I would love the emotional connection with somebody, but no one that I've been with, like never again with anyone I've been with. Sure, an emotional connection is amazing, but I like to think that I have that also with my girls and my best friends. To help me in single life, I try and get the fulfillment of that connection through the people I love in my life, yeah, that are my friends. The physical side, the tactile side, and the sex. Right, the sex. That's what I'm assuming you're asking. Yeah, sure, again, sex is not the same unless you're with somebody that you're in love with. So, sure, I miss that, but I don't need that and I don't crave that. So I understand that that's going to come again when I'm with somebody that's in love with me and somebody that I'm in love with and that we're happy together. But no, I'm loving single life, and that's not because I'm going out and I'm, you know, shagging about and I'm getting with loads of guys. But at the same time, I'm loving the single side of life where I'm getting to know people. You know, it's kind of like being 16 again, and I was off the dating scene for so long, so for me, like, getting to know guys again and how to flirt and all this stuff that I'm pretty bad at, I'm not gonna lie, is exciting to me. And having those feelings that you had when you were younger, and when I was 15 and 16 I was super nervous, and you know, I like having that feeling again. And for me, in a relationship, I've been in a year, what, 2-year relationships, let's say year relationships, but I did find myself in all those relationships, and I don't know if it's a common thing, but kind of getting complacent. That's my favourite part about being single, really, is just having the freedom to get to know people, and that can be in an emotional way and in a physical way, and I like the fact that you can get to know multiple people at the same time. I'm not seeing anyone. For me to actually miss that stuff and to want to get back into relationships, the emotion and the sex and the love, they are going to have to be incredible, and this guy is going to have to treat me so amazingly for me for me in the next few years to give up what I'm doing right now, because I love it so much. I have friends with benefits. Right. Yes. Yeah, I think I would. I think though that in my experience, friends with benefits, always one person gains the feelings. I just said I'm such a loving person that I will give you all my love, that when I know I'm in a friends with benefits situation, or you know, I'm seeing somebody but I know I don't want a relationship with them, I think I'm quite cold. And the problem is that I'm very ditzy, stupid, and with everybody that I know, I will be an absolute weirdo with. So I think for some people that they feel like they're getting to know you, and I don't know, I think friends with benefits, somebody always gets feelings, and that's not me being like, oh my god, everyone gets feelings for me, but I'm just generally one of those people that I think I could do that quite easily, but I know for others, it's harder. On one night stands, do it. If you want to do it. Like, for me, I don't think you should be judged on how many people you've slept with, and I don't think it's anyone else's business. I believe so long as you're safe, like you consented to it. Well, I'm talking from a 21-year-old, okay? And I understand that I have a lot of younger viewers. My age, I think I would never judge anyone for one night stands, and being at uni and being someone in London, generally these things do happen quite a lot. At the same time, I don't think anyone should be judged if they don't want to have casual sex, because let me tell you now, you don't wake up in the morning feeling the same as you would with a boyfriend, okay? I don't know, personally, I think it can be a very isolating feeling, and you know, it can be difficult. So my biggest thing is I hate the phrase get under somebody to get over somebody, because I just don't think that's true whatsoever. I think if you're going to go for a breakup, that you need to give yourself time to stay away from the tactile sex, you know. I think one night stands are something that just come along with when you are single, when there is no string, your emotions isn't in somebody else. That's when I think you can have one night stands comfortably. Oh, someone else asked what thoughts of friends with benefits. Guys, what do you do to comfort yourself if you start feeling lonely or craving attention? Like I said, again, it's a friends thing. Like, for me, boys come and go, but your friends are always going to be, especially if you have single friends, they will understand. If you're feeling crappy about yourself, I can guarantee if you give one of your girls a ring, one of your guys a ring, and just be like, yo, I'm feeling really, really, really lonely right now, they'll be like, I feel the same, or I have felt the same, and put the Netflix on, get some popcorn and have a nice little chill sesh, or go out. I love going out, so I'm probably the worst influence in that sense. But yes, I haven't really struggled with feeling lonely, but that's because I'm still in the fun fun side of things. I haven't been single for ages, so I'm not bored of it, and then at the same time I've got over my ex-boyfriend, so I don't want to be with him. Surround yourself with positive people, and remember, every time that you feel lonely, just keep putting love and time into yourself. No one is going to love you properly unless you love yourself. Just think, every time you're doing something for yourself, you get that job offer, or you know, you're looking, I don't even know, you're looking amazing, you're feeling amazing, do things for yourself, and one day someone's going to come along and be like, wow, I would really like to get to know you, and then it's your decision whether you want to get to know them. Don't do things for other people. Yeah, that is literally my best advice, is just work on yourself, have your friends around you. And there's nothing wrong with dating. I didn't realise how fun dating could be. If you're feeling lonely, I'm sure your friends have got friends that you can meet. It is good dating apps. Not a fan of Tinder myself, but sponsor me, Bumble and Hinge. Want to know more about my dating app experience? Maybe comment below and maybe I'll let you know. When was your last relationship? A year ago. And actually it's interesting because I made friends with her because she realised that a breakup had occurred. Because I did make it quite public. I share my life on Instagram. Wanted to know how I got over it and all this stuff. But guys, I'm going to tell you one thing. It took me probably 7 months to get over my ex-boyfriend. It took a day when I was outside work. I was on the streets of London crying so much, snot was coming out my mouth. It was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was throwing up. I've literally never cried so much in my life, because I just called him and he told me I was a state to sort myself out. You know, rightly so, because I think I rang him. There was a situation where he went to an event and I'd heard that it was to see whether he wanted to be with me anymore. The next day I woke up and I didn't get the answers I wanted, and I was a state. Like, I was a state. I rang his mum, and his mum was in the car with his sister and his nan, I believe, and I cried the females in his life. I then rang up my mum, and it took my mum to literally scream down the phone going, "Get the f into work." Her argument was, he doesn't want you. That was horrible. What? He doesn't want you, but you need to work. You're gonna let this boy, like, are you gonna lose your job over this boy? No one sees this side, you know? I remember my friend Bobby came to work in my department at work. He got moved to my department to be with me. I given chocolate, like a cupcake by my friend. It was such a state in work, and I couldn't serve customers because anything would make me cry. Like, that is the side you guys don't see of me, of breakups. If you guys want a separate video on how to get over a guy, I'll do that. But this is on how to be fun single. How do you deal with knockbacks during dating, if you've had any? To be honest, I didn't date until like January 2019. No, November last year. And I love them. Before, I thought, this is the most terrifying thing ever. What if they don't fancy me, and what if I don't fancy them? They're gonna judge me on this few seconds, and what if we don't have an emotional connection? And what about, horrible, I hated it. But I've just realised, personally, I'm a super social person and I love getting to know people, and I have made friends now from dating that are pretty cool, like, not gonna lie. I think you need to approach dating like you're going to meet a friend. You find something you've got in common, right, and you try and talk about it. A date, have your friends on speed dial if you need to exit that date. And all my friends know about my dates, and that's another thing. Let your friends know, like, keep them in the loop. I give you some of the funniest experiences. Personally, I've only had positive experiences, but I can imagine that I will have some negative ones. Your question about knockbacks during dating, I had any, but when I do, I'll share them. But just remember that whilst you might have had a knockback, I've just told you that I've had a few amazing ones. So you kind of got to think about it like that. Pretty much all been alcohol induced, but you can still have fun without alcohol. If you drink, it does help to go for a drink and just have one drink and loosen you up a bit. Don't come for me, because it's true. I personally, for me, when I'm so nervous, that's the one thing that calms me down. Or just do an activity, like just do something fun. Just remember, it's a story to laugh at and it's not personal. These people have known you for a night, or they might have known you for a few weeks because you've been texting them, but they're not going to ruin your life, okay? And they were interested to start off with, so remember that. This is a really good one. How do you embrace being single again after breaking up with someone? I'm going to assume it's kind of a two-way thing, like a breakup. Same before, I don't agree with the whole getting under someone to get over someone. This is what I tell my friends. I believe that you really need time to heal. You need to give yourself that breakdown. And I told you mine was outside of work. Sometimes distractions just don't work, guys. Like, you need to let yourself cry and have tantrums and get so upset. But know that I went through that, and now I feel like I'm glowing. Like, I actually feel amazing. It sounds really deep and clingy, cringy. It's like a scab or a scar, or I don't know, if you break your leg or whatever, or sprain a muscle. I don't really know the technical terms for that stuff. When it's hurt, it fucking hurts. Like, really, really painful, but that's the worst part. And with healing, I'm not scientific, this I'm not a biological blah blah blah. I just always have pictured it in my head. When it heals, it'll be stronger. I can tell you for a fact, after everything anyone has ever, I get literally get upset. After everything that every boy's done to me, every friend's done to me, I feel so much stronger, you would not believe. Let yourself have that time. And then surround yourself with amazing people. You need to stop feeling sorry for yourself after a while, and I think you need to have that really bad moment to realise. For me, I looked at myself in the mirror and went, Ellie, you're not doing this. You're not doing this. You were somebody before him and you can be somebody after him. I don't want anyone in my life that doesn't see my worth. And now I look at myself a year later, I'm like, damn, imagine if I had spent more months crying over him and I'd made him feel more rubbish about myself. It would have got me nowhere. 2 months later, 3 months later, I might have wanted to be with him again, but now I know, oh my goodness, why do I want something that's been broken when you can have something else? The world is a massive place and it's full of tons and thousands of people, and you can meet somebody one day that is better suited to you, that won't do those things that they did to you, and you won't, you know, I am not a saint. I did things that are not good, and I treated him and boys in ways that were not fair. And I will find someone one day and I won't treat them like that, and it will just be so full of love, all those amazing things that we dream of. And you know, I've got friends and I see them looking at their other half and I'm like, that's what I want. I want anything less than that. It's the journey on loving yourself and then meeting people that want to get to know you. You can pick parts of people and be like, wow, I really like that about him, but I don't know, he loves to travel. Or I really like that about him, but we don't have the same political views, so it's not gonna work. You know, like you will meet boys, you will meet girls, and you'll be like, you know, and it's so much more than a physical attraction as well. Guys, I stopped filming well, I didn't stop filming, my camera ran out of memory. I need to get a new memory card, but I literally love filming that so much, so I've decided I'm gonna do a part 2. Your eyes out on my channel. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Yeah, this kind of failed, but at the same time I kind of loved it, so please let me know what you think below, and yeah.
Summer, boy, summer.